off me! Get off! Hey, get out of here! No!
Welcome to First Person Defender, where good guy role players come face to face with unknown attackers in real-world scenarios and fight their way out. What? Each episode of First Person Defender features a situation straight out of real life.
The last time you drive in a
This is First Person Defender. In this episode of First Person Defender, Kyle owns a music store. The store is in a good part of town, but as we see in the news, you never know what might happen. In each scenario, a gun will be staged under the sales counter and also in the break room. Each gun will be secured in a quick opening handgun safe.
I'm Kyle from Liberty Safe, and I live in Utah. I got into guns growing up on a small farm down in Arizona, Snowflake, Arizona, and loved spending time outdoors. We would go hunting during the fall seasons, and we'd love to just walk down to the creek, which was right by our house, and me and my friends would take our 22s out there and pretty much shoot up anything that moved.
Kyle's like a lot of people. He knows guns, he owns guns, but he's not necessarily trained up when it comes to self-defense.
My wife and I do talk about our home security and our home defense. In fact, we'll have a night out of the week where we gather our guns together, all of the guns that we have, and we'll give our children the opportunity to feel, handle, and know what ammunition goes with what guns, what different scenarios they would each be used for, and when to get them and when not to get them.
I like that Kyle's educated his family about firearms, but now it's time to educate Kyle about using his gun for defensive purposes.
This force-on-force training uses Simunitions, a non-lethal alternative to live ammunition. The camera crew wears yellow shirts and are considered to be invisible to role players.
All right, Kyle, come this way. This is kind of your little sales counter you check people out at and all that stuff.
Very cool.
But underneath here, you've got your quick access Liberty Safe handgun vault. So what I'd like to do is just have you, I know you know the deal, swipe the biometric and just practice getting the gun out.
Something I can help you with today? Maybe
Man, just looking.
Just looking.
Captain Tennille, who owns that crap?
We got some keyboards over here. The drum section. Just let me know if you need any help.
Yeah, he might need some help.
Yeah, Charlie Daniels, that's actually pretty good. Hey, dude, what are you doing?
Man,
You can't steal that.
Man, get away from me.
It's a freaking.
Hey, back the f up, man.
Kyle!
Get
he's
your
trying to steal
ass
the
off.
microphone. He's trying to steal the microphone, Kyle! Stop him, man! He's trying to steal a microphone!
Get off me, man. Get the f off me. Get off.
Don't make me call the police.
Get off me.
Get down.
No.
Get down.
Man! Woo!
Index! So how are you feeling?
Okay, looking back at the situation, it happened so quickly that you know something's going to happen, but you're not sure exactly what to happen and what your response to the situation should be. I guess I should have just let him leave the store, but he wasn't leaving the store, and I tried not to provoke the situation further than it already was.
But you did get involved.
I did get involved.
I mean, tell me, what did you see happening? What do you think was happening?
I wasn't sure exactly what was happening. I saw a confrontation. I did, at that time, open the door to my handgun vault,
Right.
just to make sure that my gun was more accessible. When he wasn't leaving and he got really confrontational with myself, I knew where my gun was at, and so I wanted to create some distance, put something in between us, plus grab my gun, and then give commands that he needed to leave and that I was going to call the police.
Okay. What would you maybe do differently?
Differently? That's a good question. Differently. It's hard to say. You don't know if he's on something, what his motivations are. Yeah, that would be the ideal situation, to get my sales associate back at the counter with me, where we have the gun and just say, get out, I'm calling the police.
Right.
Kyle, somebody tried to steal a microphone from you inside of your music store today. How did that go?
It could have went better. The first thing that I think of, someone's stealing from my store, but at the end of the day, I want to get home to my family.
You got kids, don't you?
I've got kids, right?
Yeah, so clearly, your kids want their dad to come home, right?
Right.
So if we're thinking about that, we're thinking about going home at night to be able to hold our kids and kiss our kids. How important is the microphone?
Not very important.
So you recognized it when the altercation started. You went ahead and at least opened the door on the safe. As we're coming out here, what happened there?
I moved. I did the wrong thing, and I removed myself. I had this barrier, and then I took myself out of having a barrier.
So what you're trying to walk me through that again? So we're pulling here.
Let him go. Just let him go. Let him get out of the store. Let him. It's just a microphone. Let him go. That's the best scenario.
Good. No guns came into play.
No guns came into play.
No fighting came into play between the two of y'all. Everybody goes home.
I'm a big fan of quick access handgun vaults like this Liberty Safe. This is the HDX 250, so it's bigger. You can keep more stuff in it. So what should you keep in your home safe? Well, first off, a full-size handgun. Not your carry gun, but something like this FN 509. Lots of ammo. Fully loaded mags and an extra mag, okay? A light. This light stays in your safe. You don't use it anywhere else. That way you know it's there. And even with that 509, it's got a rail, so you could actually mount a light on it. And a trauma kit. I know you don't have to lock a trauma kit up, but if you lock it up, you know it's there, no one's moved it, no one's messed with it. And it all goes in there. Now, if it all goes down, it opens up quick, you have everything you need.
Hey man, you got a second?
I do, yeah.
These mics over here?
Yeah.
So, does this mic come just standard, or do I need to buy any cords with it or anything?
Yeah, you need to buy cords with it. We sell those as well.
You do?
Yeah, in fact, we sell the cords on sale if you buy the mics.
How much?
$15 for the cords, $45 for the mic.
That's it? That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
All y'all, put your hands in the air. Now. Put your hands in the air. Get in there, all y'all, in there. Close that door.
What are we gonna? What are we gonna do?
Stay there. Stay there.
What are we gonna?
Stay there.
What? Dude,
take what you want and leave.
Hey.
The police are on their way.
Yeah, we gotta do something.
No, stay out of this.
Get us.
Stay
Dude,
there.
he is coming. No, he's gonna take all your stuff, man. He's gonna take
Let
that.
this stuff go.
Dude, I was gonna buy that mic.
You're good, man. You're good.
I was gonna. Dude.
We've called 911. The police are on their way.
Dude, this is not good. Dude, he might. Is he gone?
We don't. Just stay here.
Dude, this is not good.
Get me out of
Oh my gosh.
The police are on their way. Leave now. Just stay there. The police are on their way. Don't move.
Index, index. What happened?
He wanted to buy a mic, and the next thing we knew, a gun was coming out. He had a gun that he was pulling out and brandishing.
Who was bringing a gun out?
The customer.
Where did he come from?
I have no idea now, looking back.
Really?
I don't know. I was helping one guy. The next thing I knew, someone else. I see a gun coming out. I was helping a customer, heard some yelling, looked, and I see a guy with a gun. And at that point, I bolted for the break room. I thought he was coming into the break room, and I was trying to get my gun quick enough because I thought he was coming in. When he didn't come in the break room and shut us in the break room,
Yeah.
at that point, I knew I had a strategic advantage where I could calm down, relax, and shout commands that the police were on their way. We'd call 911, just leave.
And then the door opened again. What happened?
When the door opened, I saw the flash of his gun,
You saw the gun?
and at that point I responded with force.
You ended up with the firearm right here,
Correct.
right? So you're
Right
in the air. Did you have the gun, two hands on the gun? Go ahead and get in that position. We've got that blue gun there.
I was
safe to
standing
do
like
so.
this. I was holding the customer back because he kept wanting to go back out in the room, and I just kept telling him, stay back, stay back, stay back.
But if you think about the distance of where we are right now, you know, very quickly, this can become a fight over the weapon
Correct.
as well. So what about that?
Yeah, much easier. Yeah, I should have locked the door.
Just make it harder for somebody
Right.
to even get in here. What about taking this table
Yeah. Yeah.
and making
Yes.
it that much harder?
Yeah, some doors don't have locks on them.
Now I want you to move into that corner over there. No, you at this point are pretty much beyond 2 arms reach from the door.
Correct.
You're also at a 90-degree angle from that point of entry, where if somebody is to make it inside of this room, they literally are walking into your line of fire before they could ever see you.
You know, the Smith & Wesson Shield is kind of the perfect size carry gun. It's big enough where you can get a full grip on it, and the gun is super accurate. Well, this one you can actually get with a laser already on the gun. This is a green laser. People like green lasers because you can see them better in the daylight. So we're out here in the daytime, and I'm gonna show you how far you can see this laser. I'm backed up to 25 yards. Let's see if we can get some shots on target just using the laser. All right, I'm not gonna use the sights, just the laser, and I can see it just fine, even at 25 yards. Let's see. Now, one of the great things about a laser is you can actually do unsighted fire like I'm doing, but you can do it from a weird position. So now I'm back at the ready position. Obviously, really unsighted fire. This is kind of a ridiculous way to do it, but just as an example to show you, you can make hits on target from right here, just using the laser. All right, unsighted fire. A green laser helps you see in the daylight, and you can buy it from Smith & Wesson with the laser already on the Smith & Wesson Shield.
All right, so Kyle ran into the break room. He grabbed his pistol out of his Liberty safe, and then he positioned himself along the wall and waited for, hopefully, the bad guy wouldn't come. All right, now he didn't do bad with his positioning. He got everyone else in the room, but at some point the bad guy came, opened the door, and they exchanged fire. Bad guy ran off. If you don't want to come up here and close the door and barricade yourself in this room still until the police come, or maybe you find that there's a reason you need to go in the other room, there's a safe way and an unsafe way to do it. Kyle kind of poked his head out to see what was going on. Well, if the bad guy's not down, you're giving him a target. So let's talk about how we do it safely. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pie around this corner. Important thing is I don't wanna be too close to the wall because now I can't extend my gun. I wanna be far enough away to where I can extend my gun fully, and I'm aiming right at this corner. I'm following my sights and tracing my sights around the corner. I'm also shifting the gun slightly over to the left side because I'm coming around the left side of a doorway, and I'm not protruding my foot, I'm not protruding my elbow. I want to make sure I trace a nice line with the gun all the way around the corner. That way, whatever pops out first, my sights are already on. Once I've decided to do that, and I've engaged my target, I don't want to give this space back up. Maybe I choose to hold on and make sure he is in fact down until the police arrive. If I am going to give this space up, maybe I'll come back in, barricade the door, lock it this time, all right? And then I can wait for the police to arrive. But it's really important, the nuances of pieing around a corner is make sure the gun's at extension. I'm watching my sights right on this corner as I come around. I'm drawing a line and I'm just tracing it around. I want to make sure I don't step out my leg or my foot. That way the bad guy can see it and shoot it first. And I want to make sure I'm not giving him my elbow or my shoulder before the gun comes around. I want to shift the gun over and make that the first thing that the bad guy sees. It's extremely important if you're going to try this, you go out and get some professional training first. So go find a class nearby and go get some instruction.
First Person Defender, brought to you by FN America, Ruger, and XS Sights.
Man, what are you doing this weekend?
Oh, I don't know. My wife wants to go out to dinner. We probably, get something to eat, go to the movies.
Man, you ought to go to the bar with me. Just don't mess with that. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be fun. We don't have to sit around this boring music store all the time. I mean, it's slow today. It's been slow all week. I'm tired of it.
Well, maybe
it needs to pick up, and it needs to. I'm just tired.
Hey man,
How you guys doing?
Oh man, this is.
Can we help you guys with something?
Here they got actually a pretty cool vinyl selection over here.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Can I help you guys?
I think we're just looking right now.
All right.
Just let
us know, man.
Yeah, we got
Just let
CDs,
us know.
guitars, drums. You guys play many instruments?
Yeah, those mics are nice too.
I played the drums a minute ago.
Yeah, they're not bad at all. Hey, dude.
Hey, you can't.
Man, you can't take that with you.
You can't put that in your pocket.
No, hey, leave me alone, dude.
Hey,
you can't take that.
Stay away from
Hey,
him.
you guys need to leave.
Hey, no.
Hey, stay away from him.
You got the tough
Dude! You shot him over a microphone! No, don't shoot me!
Get down! Get down!
You shot him over a microphone!
KJ, call the police! Get down!
It's a microphone!
Get down!
Dude, you okay?
Get down!
Are you okay?
Get down!
Oh, man! Dude, somebody call an ambulance!
KJ, call the police!
Man, call an ambulance!
KJ, call the police!
You shot him over a microphone, man!
Did you call the police?
Yeah, I got them on the phone. They're on the way.
Index. So why did you shoot the first guy?
He pulled a gun. I saw him pull a gun. I immediately went for my gun, took it out of my safe. He still had his gun pointed at KJ.
Right.
And when he wouldn't leave, when I shouted a couple of orders at that point, the only option that I saw necessary was to eliminate the threat.
And then it got a little bit weird there. I mean, his friend, his brother, whoever was getting over him.
Right.
Tell me how that went down.
Well, his friend that was with him went over the top of him, was kind of fidgeting. As I stayed back, I tried to keep my distance between myself and him. And when I saw the gun grab and him starting to come up, I shot him.
So after going through 3 scenarios, going through the training, what would you say your takeaways are?
Don't escalate things yourself if you don't have to. And maybe, and lock the door. If you're behind a door, make sure that you have the ability to lock it or barricade that door.